They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Cyclones offense will have the football first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right down the middle. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Runs through the tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Back to throw, it's Beck. A little screen to the running back. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Gliding off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll set up to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage. Make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Finds his big tight the pickup of 9. It's 2nd and 1. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Open field on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking downfield on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Back to throw, it's Beck. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the catch. It's Beal. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the run, it's Hansen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Cyclones! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first position.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Here comes the two-point try. To the air. It's back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Beal. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Rebels send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting dished.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Flips it out on the screen. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Beck. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cyclones! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Rebels will punt this one away. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. The give as they work on that clock. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably...
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm. Some
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He got it. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Sauer. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin, he lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride at the 10. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Pound 55 weak.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.